Hi, I'm Adkins. Thanks for coming back to the channel. I'm going to talk today about another subject that's very important to me. That's criminal justice reform. You're going to hear most candidates in this area are going to tell you they're pro-gun, they're going to tell you they're pro-life. I've told you that too, and it's true. But I want to tell you something that may be a little bit different than other candidates. Something that I feel very strongly about, and something that I want to go to DC to work on. That's criminal justice reform. Currently, our criminal justice system, it has its priorities in the wrong order. And I want to change this system from start to finish. From the first time someone is in that system until they leave. Now, first of all, don't get me wrong, I want to punish crime. Crimes need to be punished appropriately. We don't need to have rapists and people convicted of assault getting out in a couple of years with a light sentence, while people who have committed non-violent crimes sit in jail for 20 years. It's just not right. It's not right, it doesn't protect the people. So to begin with, I'll say it again, we need to punish crime, and we need to punish bad crimes. We need to punish them harshly. We need to have a deterrent effect. But we also need to realize that once someone has served their sentence, the best way to get them back into our society and to have them not go back to prison is to have a plan and have a way to reintegrate into society. Today, if you have a felony conviction, no matter what it is, it's a life sentence. When you get out, when you've served your time, you don't have your civil rights. You can't vote. You can't carry a firearm. You can't own a firearm. And I believe that if you've served your time and you're out, you should have the rights of a U.S. citizen. If you can't be trusted with those rights, then you don't need to be free. So what I want to do is make a plan, make a way for people to reintegrate into society. If someone has a felony conviction, we need a way for them to work, to get a good job, be part of society, have a family, contribute, pay taxes, have worth as an individual. And as that time goes on, I think we need a tiered system that allows them to work, allows them to not be hampered by that conviction. And eventually I want them, when they're off their parole, when off probation, they've served their sentence, to be able to have their rights back. I want them to have something to look forward to. Isn't that what we all want as Americans? Is to enjoy our rights, be with our family? Now, if you look at this, part of our current system is the reason we have the recidivism rate that we do. If you're a 20-year-old and you do something stupid, because I know I personally did stupid things when I was 20. Now, none of them were felonies, none of them were crimes, but sometimes we act irrationally. Should I face a life sentence for doing something irresponsible as a 20-year-old? I don't believe so. But for that 20-year-old who goes to prison, once they've got that conviction, they know that they don't have a future in our system. So when they get in, they meet somebody who's been in there for 2, 3, 4, 5 different crimes. Someone who's a life member of the criminal justice system. And they learn from that person. It's like a finishing school for criminals. Then when they get out, they've got a new network. It's like they have LinkedIn. So they get to go and they meet somebody else and they commit more crimes because they don't see any future in their life because of the way our system is set up right now. And that's what I want to change. I don't want to change the idea of punishing crime. I absolutely believe we should punish crime. But I also believe that if you're a free person in this society, you should have all of your rights. Now, another thing in the criminal justice system that I want to change is private prisons. I'm a capitalist. I love the profit motive. It's what's made this country the greatest country in the world. And I believe there are very few questions to which the correct answer is government. But one of those questions is incarceration. There shouldn't be a profit motive to incarcerate someone. There shouldn't be a motive to incarcerate people. We don't want to have to put people in prison. The choices that people make to commit those crimes is what put them in prison. But we shouldn't be motivated to do that. And that's why I believe that the private prison system is detrimental to our society, to our free society, because it gives somebody a motive to incarcerate another person. Now, currently, the federal justice system does not use private prisons. However, many federal prisoners are held in state and local facilities, jails, prisons. And those state prisons actually get a bonus for holding federal prisoners. And some of these states use private prisons. So one thing that I propose as a law when I go to DC to represent the 1st District is to change the way that states receive compensation for holding federal prisoners. If the state uses a private prison system, they should not receive federal money. Simple as that. This will incentivize states to take back their rightful responsibility for incarcerating prisoners. Again, if somebody commits a crime, lock them up. But I don't want everything to be a life sentence. I believe that by doing that, we're going to have more people coming back into society, because I believe people can change. I believe in forgiveness. And people can come back into society and be good, profitable members of society, productive members of society. And I think that makes everything better for all of us if we do that. Thank you. Remember to like and subscribe. Follow us on social media, Facebook, J. Adkins for Congress, Instagram, J. Adkins for Congress, and check out my website, jadkinsforcongress.com. Send me your questions, contact@jadkinsforcongress.com. Thank you.